morning. It is day 2 of the swim meet. Today we're having 200 meter, my first ever 200 meter race in the pool. And yeah, just for reference, I didn't grow up swimming, anything like that. Improved. I'm getting better and better, especially now with very good guidance, and learned a lot over the years. I started with like 145 threshold per 100 meter in swimming, and yesterday I had my first 1500 meter race. There I think I held 117 average, but I dropped quite a bit. I held 114.15, which I think still I can do. But anyways, first 200 today, and that's gonna be a bit broken up. I just saw something again, because you still gotta break it up because it's shorter in duration. It's around 2 minutes, right? But it's in duration, mental wise, it's probably after 100 meters it feels like an eternity. So after 100 meters you get this, which I could only produce so much lactate after like learning how to kick and core and all that stuff. So it's gonna be challenging. After 100 you get like a lactate explosion in your body, and from then the last 100 meters feels like 1,000 meters. So it's gonna be very good and challenging, but I look forward to it, and I'm happy it's not another 1500 today, because that 1500 yesterday made me tired. Holy, I mean, there you can see, because most people that say in triathlon, for example, like say, with the swim and all, you can 100% completely, especially as a pro, completely ruin your whole day, even Olympic distance, in the swim. I mean, if you're in a group and stuff, you can save energy, but still, you can completely toast yourself. You can't cycle after that, you can't run after that. So if you really go over the edge, it's over with. So let's get to the pool. Arrived at the pool. As you can see, it's already pretty busy. We are in the second heat. There's gonna be a lot of people swimming the 200. It's super cool. Like also just really beginners, like the best guy in Finland that swims probably 152, and then the last guy, I don't know, he swims like 5 minutes for 200, right? It's like, I think 97 people. Like, it's cool. It's like a Cetus Games, it's called, from the club. It's not this elite thing, right? It's like everybody's there, the good guys, but also beginners, just to do their first event. It's super cool, and it's really cool event. Nice to mix it up. If you're a triathlete, really highly recommend. Face the challenge. It's gonna help your swimming. It's gonna break up the routine. There's swim events everywhere, and you can join, I'm sure, always. So whatever you do, 200, 400, 500, but of course if you're a triathlete, the 400, 800 and 1500 is probably the most relevant. For me as a pro, for sure, 200 as well, because if you're not fast, you will never see the front. There we go. So we got a good 45 minutes until the start, so I'm just gonna have 80 milligrams of caffeine now, sugar-free Red Bull, and yeah, then we're gonna be here again. It's kind of exciting to be back. I look forward to it. Really give it a good hard kick out and see where my speed is at. Obviously not fully fresh tapered or whatever, so you're always going to be lacking some percent, but doesn't matter. It's going to be a good average max speed for sure. So I look forward to it. They are the kids swimming. What are they doing right now? 200 girls final.
Women's final.
Yeah. Women's final.
Yeah, of course.
Well, they're all girls.
Yeah.
She's smashing it, the first one there. Come on, what is she swimming? Oh, nice. Good. Alright, I'm gonna get this down and then see at the warm-up. So we got a bit of a warm-up, mobility routine for the bands for sure. Then we go into a small pool over there. It's a really shallow one next to it. Competition's already on, but I could have gone, like many recommended, another pool where I'm normally at, where I live, and then swim here. It would be optimal for swim, but in triathlon, you know, realistically, you get like your normal dryland warm-up, and then as pros you get maybe 10 minutes in a lake or 15 max. So it's pretty much exactly like it would be with pro racing triathlon. So that's what matters, obviously. So it's practice, for the real days. Look forward to this one. What did you swim?
Well, she's going to swim 50 today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But
Okay.
you had a really good swim yesterday.
Yeah, my first one ever, and it's funny because we do one, you immediately learn like 3-4 things. You want to try it again.
Okay.
It's so cool, right?
That's why we were
Such
looking.
Yeah.
We were looking for a new race for you.
I would love to in April do another one because it's
in
you learn
May.
So much
In
and-
May.
May, okay. Yeah, maybe mid-May. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, it's in.
Again here.
Yeah.
Yeah, then for sure. Yeah.
And now 200.
Now 200. It's shorter, but not really.
My daughter would say that it's the most painful.
Yeah, I have a feeling as well. After 100, I think it's going in slow motion. But I look forward to it. So.
Yeah.
It's all about being still patient, right?
Yeah.
Because you can completely ruin it in the first 50.
Yeah, yeah.
It's still so far.
Yeah.
So it's this fine line.
It's like they said that you have to make the first 100 meters like easy speed.
Yeah, right?
Speed.
I just saw a video earlier again because after 100 it's still 100. And if you lose 5 seconds, that's like eternity. No, it will be fun. Yeah, thank you.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. I'm boiling. It's super hot here. Feels like Hawaii. And yeah, I'm gonna going into the pool there, warm up, feel good, and yeah, some learnings from yesterday, for sure cadence. I'm gonna less thinking now. I mean, for sure pacing wise, but like in 1500 there's still quite a bit of thinking involved with the stroke, and if you think your stroke is bullshit, and it was after 1100 it was old Matti swimming in times and stroke, because we got video from yesterday. So now it's all about keeping the arm here and just strong, like less thinking, more smashing.
Toiseksi Mika Helman ja ykköseksi Alisa Antoluska ja
Absolute disaster. 219. Absolutely horrific. After 100 just blew. What did I swim the first 100 in? First 50?
108 or something like that.
Also terrible. I'm complete toast. Forget that. Alright, 4 50% below what I can do. But doesn't matter, it was still a fun experience. The most thing was funny was my age group. It was the only thing I could think. They're not during. I mean, the swim was horrific now, but did my best. But it was terrible, terrible swimming. They can do this on one nose normally. Doesn't matter. But what was funny about it was my age group, because I didn't put a time, so they put me with the 11 or 9-year-olds. So I talked with them before and they said, how old are you? 35. 35. Because he's 11 and 9-year-olds. Yeah, I had a strong growth spurt. I'm in the same age group actually. Yes. No, that was really funny. That was the funniest thing. Made some jokes with everybody. Still horrific. After 100, just got nothing. I'm complete toast. Complete toast. So this is my speed when I'm toast. Complete toast. That is not speed. That is, I don't know what that was. Doesn't matter. Fun experience. And now we head over to the other pool to do real training, but just 4K quality strokes, aerobic and easy. No pushing anymore. Enough intensity for this week. Definitely not. Hell no. And later afternoon, have a nap, eat, and then we have the 36K long run. It's aerobic controlled, but hell no, we're not touching any intensity anymore. Want to see the split?
Send you over.
So we had a look at the splits again. I got a bit false data before because I would have changed everything. So I was actually on track until 100 meters. Well, I was thinking 105. If I held 105, so I had like a 210, that would have been, you know, I would have definitely been happy with that. So so the first 50 was 30 flat. Then 100 was 104.30, so still on course. And then I exploded in around 1 million pieces, which is kind of the idea, but there was no stroke left. There was nothing left. And then I dropped to 37 seconds pace, and then last 38 second pace. So basically completely imploding, which I believe, I mean, conditioning is one. Either way, it's not just the fatigue, right? It's all conditioning and speed and, but yeah, no, yesterday swim. It's a triathlon training. You know what kind of stuff I trained this week? Completely off. If I would have tapered, then would have actually can trust the numbers. It might have been identical. I don't think so, but I would have still blown a bit after 100, but not that bad. Either way, this is perfect training data for my coach and me. So now we got some really good baseline for endurance, and with fatigue, you know, the flaws that are there, they're just exacerbated. They're like shown really to the front. So, which is even better, right? They would still happen, but maybe on a minor scale with less fatigue, but it would have still happened. So now it's perfect to do this. I wish I could do it again in April, because, you know, on race day in triathlon, that's when it matters. Then the training and everything, you have to be confident in what you can do. And right now we got super good stuff for training. So now is the time to feel this frustration, right? To like feel, this. Because this is training, right? This is where you should feel the pain. In the past, obviously the mistake, and then you have it from racing. There shouldn't be a whole lot of surprises in racing. You should be executing what you did in training. And so this is perfect now. Now I got a nice ass kicking in my own world, you know, not with someone else. But in my own world, it's like, no, this can't be, this have to change. And we'll attack this in training with, of course, training sessions. And yeah, and then we'll probably do another test. I want to do another 200 for sure in training on my own. I want to see that 210. And I'm not going to do another 1500, but like we're going to do longer extended threshold sets for sure. So yeah, let's head to the pool now. I got a 4K swim, for no intensity, clean swimming only, and lunch, and then chill a bit before we run. There, we are back into pool number 2. All right, getting ready for my long run. 36 kilometers, steady zone 2. I had a good 1 hour in the Bacta tank sleep. That for sure helped a lot. And I think my legs in general won't be so bad, because they haven't done a huge ton. The main thing from swimming makes you tired is, of course, overall system and arms and all. Of course, the legs also work, but not the same as running. But it's going to be a bit of a dogfight, I can already tell. So, but no expectations. Might be absolutely perfect flow after 10-20 minutes. But of course, yeah, you're a bit tired. So 36K, the coast up and down on your own, it's of course no joke. But we're gonna break it up into small chunks and 5K at a time or something. Listen to some nice music. Podcast would be good because music has its limits as well. Maybe I find something, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. But it's gonna be a bit of a grind today, which it's that completes then week 2. So let's finish this one first before we talk like that, and then I see you 5K into the run. So we got quite a bit of carbs with, like a concentrate bottle, just a small one with 120 grams of carbs. Then another 30 here, another 30 here. I'm gonna stuff it all in if I need it. Again, 0 Celsius, 40 Fahrenheit, quite fresh. So, and water in a Camelback, 1.5 liters. No 1 liter, because I have half here, and then let's go. All right, gang. I found the ultimate blueprint to make this run more enjoyable, and I hope the wind is okay. I didn't bring the mic. Too much hustle to bring it in and out today. So I'm gonna go to the hills where the cross-country track is, and yeah, it's gonna be slower. It's going to be more hills, but it's the ultimate trick to kind of break it up, because again, up and down the coast, oh my god, I can't see it anymore, man. And that's not fun either. Should be long term, you know, also that. So gonna get into 36K for sure. Overall time gonna be a bit slower, but it's gonna be some good strength stimulus in the hills, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't think I told you guys, but I think I lost all my brain cells in between the lactate of the 200 meter and 1500 meter swim. But I did hit the pool again after and finished another 4K after the 200 meter race, which was more mental than anything, because you're obviously pretty tired, but we did it. We got it in. Just like we're gonna get this run in. Nothing's gonna stop me, son. Let's go. See you in a bit. We're 5K in. You can see it's beautiful. Change of scenery. Really nice. Makes a huge difference. So we're gonna clonk out for sure 15K in these hills. And I'll be back after we are out of the forest. Legs are good. Normal for a zone 2 run on Sunday. So better than I thought. Bam, already 10K, 44 minutes, really smooth, and time's passing much quicker than going up and down the coast, so really fun here. So very good change. I've been just thinking about the swim again as well, and in general with goal setting, because you might be surprised sometimes the way I talk about goals and some things. I am also realistic. I'm for sure on the dreamer side, which is kind of entry level if you want to achieve anything, let's say, extraordinary. I think, to be honest, most people fail already at that part, that they don't even allow the possibility of something happening that's down the line very good. For example, 1500 meter swimming pool, in a 50 meter pool, swimming that 1650, let's say 1645. That's a very good time, but that's also what, let's say, the top 3 guys in Ironman triathlon do right now. So if I want to be there, which I want to, I don't want to be a flipping pack rat like this year. For example, already in a half, I know my numbers. I'm not gonna be the one pushing the pace, being in those packs. This beta mediocre thing makes me vomit. So I gotta get as strong as quickly as possible to get the fuck out of there real quick. Same for the swim. So yeah, I mean, I'm not delusional. The work will take. And timeline as well, I'm free of the timeline. I'm not saying it's going to take 5 years, because if you have a big goal and say it's going to take 5 years, it's going to take 5 years. If you know the 10 times rule, like goes for business or anything, like what would you have to do, let's say, to have 10 times the income at the end of the year? You're not going to hit 10 times the income, but you're going to be a lot further than what you were before. And for example, the 16:45 time, that's, you know, still a different postcode in miles away from actual Olympic swimming. So I think Olympic qualifying, if you don't swim 14:45, 14:30 maybe, I don't know, or sub 15 for sure, I mean, then you're still nowhere. So that's still a whole different league. I'm not gonna go there. I have my limits. That's not gonna happen. But these other things, step by step, get there. So the big benchmark for me, like a mini game, like Mario Kart, like break 19 minutes as a first step for the 1500, and for the 200, get to 210, you know. I was 290, blew up and was horrific. I want to do it a good 200 in training soon. Get to 210 first, you know, and 210 to 159. It's a long way. It's a whole different sport. Sounds like a few seconds, but at those speeds, it's gonna take a minute. But like I say, I am gonna get there. Those are not unrealistic numbers completely. I know my work ethic, I know my body, and I have no delusion to the work it takes. It's gonna be brutal, but I have a right team that can get me there. My swim coach swam 100 times quicker, still swims quicker than that, so he knows exactly how to get there. We are 17k in. We are, well, we don't know where we are, to be honest. I kind of avoided looping back to the old route. Now I'm somewhere, and I think I'm coming to the forest again, which means we're gonna clock even more Ks and new routes, which the legs don't know the difference, the heart and lungs don't know the difference, but my mind feels like it's a different sport. So that's really important for consistent training. That it stays fresh and fun. Can be as simple as this. Thank God I remember this, because sometimes I'm like a bit too much in my routine. So very important to break it. Let's see where we actually are. I think we're gonna find out soon. We're heading east again now. We're grinding the hills, back in the hills here, which is for sure fun. So let's get up there. I'm gonna get quite a few kilometers here in the hills, which is awesome. Probably 21 for sure, 22, and then easy peasy 14 at the coast. Alright, we got a extended version of Palani Road with a few more gradients coming up. Probably a bit hard to see, but it's pretty steep, that beast. So it's the Palani Road at IRONMAN Hawaii after 16k into the run. And if you look at the good runners, you gotta get up that thing at 4-minute pace for 15 or so. So gotta be strong in the hills. So this is pretty much perfect. We are now almost at 21k, and we still have like 3k to the coast. Nice. And then, you know, and we are at like 24k, and we got 12k left. And then, you know, I just pretend, because mentally this was not taxing at all in the forest. So fun. And I just pretend I just started my run, and normally I would go 10k out and back, like along the coast. Then I'll just 6k out and back, then boom, I'm done. Nice. But I'm enjoying it. One reason That's why it's so tricky with expectations. I shifted my week around, meaning normally I had leg-wise my long run super loaded with like a ride yesterday, normally like a harder one, and 2 days before the big old threshold set. But since that was all earlier, of course my legs are also fresher, so that's a nice surprise. So I was pretty tired earlier, but back the tank fixes everything. All right, we are basically at 25k. I know it's around 1k here to my home, so meaning we got a 5k out and back. I just smashed the last of my Omara concentrate, 500 milliliter, and it's 120 grams of carbs in there. Crazy, I can just drink it like that. Before with concentrates, I had to be super careful with the gut and everything. Nothing. That is so awesome. So I'm gonna smash out 5k out and back, and then I get back to you when we are hitting the 36k mark. But let's focus and have some fun. Keep the legs, a bit pressure on the legs now. Let's go. All right, we got an unofficial race at our hands. Here is stranger number 1, having a smashing evening run. And he did some sprints just now, locking some music, but we gotta take his soul. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, stranger. I need this. My ego needs this. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Let's go, man. Boom, there we go. 36k in the bank. Awesome. That was a lot easier than I thought, to be honest, and feels a lot better now leg-wise than last week already, and super good. Awesome. Now we can put the stats out, because now we finished it. We did the week, so we got, I'm gonna put it up right here. So we got 25 hours as we plan to hit 10 plus hours bike. We went a lap there, hit the goals that we wanted to, a higher VO2 max. Now we got more room for the LT2 and LT1 to rise up, and yeah, really good. And they are pushed up to 510 watts. That was a new PB. Last time I couldn't crank it past 480. So again, another 30 seconds higher up in the power range there for the same protocol. Then we had 80k run week again, spot on. Then we had 21k swim. We had 2 swim meets in there. My first ever 1500 meter race and my first ever 200 meter race. 1500 was good, I would say. 200 I was a bit disappointed, but again I have to be, don't be so hard on myself. It's the first time 200 ever, and still it's, I did my absolute best. I mean, after 100 the oxygen deficit coupled with lactate is something that is unreal. You don't hit that in cycling and running ever, no matter what you do. There is no RPE like a 10 like you can hit there. Like they say, the cross-country skiers maybe do the full lactate, but otherwise I never had anything like that. So for sure gave my best, and yeah, swimming, biking, running, got it all in. And tomorrow will be an easier day. 3k swim, 1 hour ride with some activations, and then gym. And I'll see you for that tomorrow. Thanks for giving me company for this run, and in general, thanks for all the support. If you like this video, leave it a like. I'm kind of wrestling with the algorithm right now, because it's kind of showing it only to the subscribers right now, not to new ones. But I'm keeping the arm wrestle. Some say after 30 days. Sometimes it can be a rise. It kind of sees you as a consistent creator. And now I'm on day 23, this video is. And maybe after 30 something changed. maybe not, doesn't matter. We're gonna keep the work up on the channel, everyday videos, and of course training, staying positive on our journey and enjoy it. So same for you as well. You know, we all in different places. Don't put me on a pedestal with performance. I don't put other people that are better than me at this moment on a pedestal either. Like, we all have different starting points. Everybody that starts in anything always sucked, and then it's quite a bit of work to get, you know, to an average level. And when you're an average level and to get to excellent in anything out there, doesn't matter if it's sport, business or whatever, those people, they will never judge you, they will never speak down on you, because they have been bad, they have been in the grinder, and they know what it feels like. So if somebody kind of speaks bad about your goals and dreams, those people, they haven't reached a higher level in most likely anything, or never worked really hard for something, quit early, so they don't want you to even try that, because it makes them feel bad about themselves. So if you have a big dream, big goal, or even a small goal, your first 5K run, lose weight, whatever it is, get after it. I believe in you, you can do it. See you tomorrow.